frequency messages, messages that can help you to be able to command your world with such precision you can even put a date on it. And that's exactly what I've been doing, especially this summer. We did not have our monsoons last year, and we got a little bit of precipitation during the winter, but not very much, hardly any. And so I had asked very specifically for certain rains. And if you've looked at some of the other videos that I've set up, you'll hear me saying that I asked for very specific types of rains and when to rain and when the clouds to come up. And it was like, let's have gentle rains that can start to prepare the soil so that when it does rain more and more, that the soil can collect it and then start causing little rivulets to form and go down into the wash and start raising the lake, because the lake was really low, really low, and that's not a good thing. It's also really important that we have this water to recharge the ground with water and make sure everybody's wells are working really well. And that just that didn't happen this last year. So there was a lot of trees that were going to start dying as a result of that, which would really ratchet up forest fire propensities. So what I'd asked for is to have that gentle rain for a few days, and then to start having like torrential rains. And I started asking for them to come at certain times, like during the morning I'd like to have sunshine so we can charge my the solar batteries and things, and we can be able to have communication and other comforts in our up here in our mountain home. And then around in the afternoon, when it starts getting too warm, that these clouds would start to roll in and help cool us down and shelter us, and then it would start raining later on than that, especially at nighttime, and that we would be free of lightning and thunder until that, well, thunder and lightning, because they of course go together, but until we have some safety backing us up as far as having enough moisture in the soil and to have the trees starting to wake up again. And that is precisely what happened. And now everything is just so beautiful and green, and there are these beautiful wildflowers that are popping up all over the place. And I found a gorgeous yellow mushroom and golden mushrooms, and I've found red mushrooms before even. Of course, I'm not eating any of those suckers because they could probably cause me to croak, but the point is that this beauty has come, and I have not even had to water my orchard trees because of the all the water that's just been pouring in, and I just feel so loved and so blessed, and like they really precisely provided exactly what I asked for, and it's just beautiful. I mean, we haven't had this much rain in a very long time, in years actually. So we have more rain right now than we usually get in a year, just here in this last month. And I just love how the divine will hear what you're asking for and give it to you right away. I hope that your life is also a life that you're asking for what you would love to see happen in your life, and that you are bold enough to ask for when you'd like to have it, and then go on with your life, trusting that they've heard you the first time and you don't have to keep begging or anything like that. That's not what the divine requires. You do not have to beg over and over and over. You can say at one time. I do happen to say in the mornings how I'd like my day to be. I will when I do my meditations and then go up to the altar and speak to them. I'll say exactly how I'd like my day to line out. And then I'll ask them if they have anything they'd like to direct me in, and they will openly respond to that as well. And not only that, but they'll take me in their arms and they will hold me and love me and give me a hug and take my face in their hands and kiss me on my cheeks and tell me how much they love and adore me as their daughter. And they are, are trying to do the same thing for you. So if you have not had that happen in your life, know that that is a possibility. That you will be able to hear their voice and feel their gentle touch and their infusion of love into your soul. It's a magnificent thing to experience. And the other thing is that if I ever feel anything that is slightly sliding off, if I ever have a little bit of an ache or a pain, even slightly, I'll ask them to remove it. And I'll do it in my meditations before I even get out of bed in the morning. You have the power to do this too. And when you do get these aches and pains, they've been able to prove that a lot of these things like backaches and things are actually emotionally linked, to just let you know, hey, you got a little issue here. You may like to deal with this. And to go in and start releasing different kind of baggage and stuff that you're dragging around, so that you don't have to have these aches and pains in your body. And before I even finish my meditation, it's gone. It's totally gone. And why? Because I did not agree to keep it. Every cell in my body is engaged when I do my meditations. We are one. My body, mind, and spirit, along with being linked with the divine, we are one in purpose of what we would like to see happen that day. You are capable of doing the same thing. So if I see anything that's sliding off course, I understand that it's just a little tap on the shoulder, and I say, I don't literally feel a tap on the shoulder, but I'm just saying it's just a little bit of a wake-up call. Stay awakened, do not fall asleep, and say what you'd like to see happen. How would you like to adjust this? They love it when we share what would we love to see happen, and they're going to assist us in having that happen. I have this one person that had contacted me and was visiting with me and saying that they were having these like terrible feelings from the past about, some violent things that may have happened in past lives. And, what am I supposed to do with that kind of stuff? I'm like, stop right there. Don't look back. Don't go back. It may have had nothing to do with any past life that you've ever experienced. It may have everything about maybe things that happened generationally back. And as you move forward and were created, your cells had this information, because our bodies carry tremendous information. And some of it could be from past history of even generations. And you can release it. So don't spend a lot of time ruminating on it. And he was saying, I'm ruminating on this. I said, let go of that. It's a total waste of your time. Let go of that. Let it wash out of you. Let it be released from every cell of your body. And also yesterday I was working with somebody in another state, and they were considering going on a fast as well. And there was something I was encouraging them to use in their fast. And I said, why don't I do some muscle testing for you? Because I've done that for a lot of people. I definitely did that for me. And maybe I can muscle test a few things for you just to see if this is going to be acceptable or not for you to utilize. And it was something about a particular drink that they were going to have. And when I was muscle testing, I said, well, according to the muscle testing, your body really desires this. This is very important for you, because it was a drink that really helped a tremendous amount with being able to remove free radicals. And it's like really important to have things, antioxidants and stuff, to remove free radicals, especially if you're doing a lot of fasting. And I said, but I'm being told that it's your belief systems that are saying no to it. And she said, oh, no, I'm fine with that. I said, well, let me just put it this way. your cells have this knowledge base that you were raised with that are saying, no, you can't have that particular drink. Oh, she said. I said, so allow yourself to remove that lie that somehow you got stuck in you, that this was not good for you when it really is highly, highly indicating that would be extremely beneficial for you, especially during this fast. She goes, okay. Oh, okay. So your cells hold a tremendous amount of knowledge. And some of that knowledge is like from traditions that was handed down generationally that no longer serve you. And so just double check. Some of that stuff, it's important to release it. When you're doing your meditations, allow yourself to completely release some of these traditions that no longer serve you, that's been handed down generationally, that maybe initially was really important, but now it's not. And just start letting go of some baggage that you've been dragging around that just is not in your best interest, and put in its place something you would prefer instead, because it's very important if you're going to release something that you put something in its place so that you won't have the other slide back in. Become that new being, that new person, that person that you dream and desire to be, the fullness of life that you are choosing to have. You have the power, and you always have. If this is uplifting for you, share with others. It might be precisely what they're looking for, and consider subscribing below so that you'll always be included. And get with me if there's something I can do to assist you in achieving the goals that you would like to have. Take care. Bye.